ECTU clan gets shafted by RNGeezus-Destiny Adventures, episode 1, as I already said. Here we are.
Episode 1.
Yeah, it's episode 1.
Make this party invite
Oh, okay. Alright, hold on a sec. I'm doing
How's
that.
it episode 1?
Because
like
if you hadn't
5.
noticed, all of my episode listings are just completely out of order. The last episode was episode 732. So
What?
you didn't know that? Party controls. Make party invite only. Yay. Yeah, no. I think I've only made 6 actual episodes at this point. I have to do some work on my YouTube channel with them though, because they just keep making their own playlists, like each batch of episodes, and I want to put them all into one giant playlist.
and basically just say titles including you would put a phrase and whatever phrase it says, if the title has that phrase in it when you upload it, it will automatically put it into that playlist.
Alright, I gotta do that after this then, before I upload this one. So I spent hold on a sec. I spent last night probably about 5 hours doing a paper for my engineering class, because my group, like I said, my group is all from the Middle East and all that kind of stuff. Great guys, really bad English for one of them. And they all are on a weird schedule right now, like, because right now is Ramadan for them. So they end up sleeping most of the day, so they forget about how fucking hungry and thirsty they are. And we had to turn this thing in last night, like, we had to turn it in before 8 o'clock this morning, right? And it's like 2 o'clock in the morning, and one of the guys hasn't sent me his section yet. And I'm already at the point where I'm like, I am not going to do his part. I will throw him under the bus. Like, I like the guy, but I am not doing the work. Because when the presentation happened, I had to do pretty much the whole thing, because they were like, oh, we're busy, sorry about that, blah, blah, blah. So they all sent me all their stuff. He finally gets his stuff around to me, and I look at it, and I'm like, holy shit, this is atrocious. What is this? What am I looking at? What we're turning in is 40% of our grade on this project. And he had to do, this is all this kid had to do. The introduction, the problem statement, which is like 2 sentences, right? Our objectives, which is like 3 sentences. And the background on the whole thing, which is like a paragraph, right?
Right.
He wrote, in total, 6 sentences for all 4 of those sections. And it was some of the worst English I've ever seen. Hi, darling. Hi, Joe. Thanks for watching. And so I sat there, because I had already written my bit, waiting for these guys. And I sat there for another, like, hour, rewriting everybody's stuff and, like, going through it and making sure it made sense English-wise. And it was just awful. I hated it. But honestly, without one of the guys, I would have completely forgot to do that last night, because he just kept saying, hey, everybody's got to do this by tonight. And I was like, isn't it due tomorrow? And he said, it's due tomorrow at 8 in the morning. It's like, so it's due tonight. Got it. Because I'm not waking up that early to, like, do a paper. All right, can you guys join me, or am I joining you, or what's going on? Because we got to do the neat fall.
Everyone's got to get in the game first. Hold on.
Yeah,
Everyone's in bed.
my friend Joe is talking in my chat about how he got shafted last year in Engineering 102, and it was bad. Like, I think, if I remember right, and Joe will correct me in the chat, he also had people from the Middle East in his group. I think he had 5 people in his group, and 3 of them were from the Middle East.
So the fucking Middle East sending people over here trying to take our engineering jobs.
They're not. They're getting their degree and then going back to their country. Because we have the best schools in the world.
They're taking our engineering education slots.
That's not how it works. But so, like, these 3 guys,
I have no idea what he's saying
because
I can't hear Erwin now.
because in the summer Joe was taking in the summer, and the three Middle Eastern kids were in the Middle East taking it online, and Joe and the other guy were here taking it, and so they were on a whole different time schedule. Like it was like a 7 or 8 hour difference if I remember correctly. And it ended up that they just didn't do fucking anything for this project whatsoever. So Joe and this other guy had to do the entire thing themselves. A 5-person project had to be done by 2 people, and they had to do it in like the last 3 days because the other kids like didn't even tell them that they weren't gonna do it until then. I'm pretty sure they failed. I don't know about that. Joe will correct me.
Hey, why would you
My
fucking?
game's not loading, so I'm gonna just try to reset my Xbox real quick.
That's why I hate
Okay.
group projects. Your team can shaft you, and you're like up shit creek without a paddle.
Oh, I know. But it's funny though, because sometimes because in college, like just like in high school, there's always that one person that's like super motivated and stuff like that. And
Not
in
me.
classes, I don't give a shit about. Like I had a leadership class, and we were doing some project. It was actually for charity, this project, but I just didn't care whatsoever about the charity. It was honestly, to me, it was a really dumb charity, and we weren't even doing like raising money or anything for it. Like we were just doing a presentation based around that charity. So it was totally stupid in my eyes, right? And this guy comes in, his name is
Gotcha.
Sam, and Sam's like, "Hey guys, I'm ready to do this. I'm ready to go." And I'm like, "Fuck that. Like if you want to do it, that's fine. I'm not going to do anything unless you like specifically ask for me to do it." And it ended up I had like basically did nothing this whole project and still got full credit for it because I was nice to Sam. Like it was just awful. But that's how college is. It's pretty much like on group projects you just have to like sit there and wait. But as an engineer, like I have to get used to working with people, but I do understand like that whole thing of I fucking hating having to rely on other people to do their shit. Joe, it was a stupid ass charity. Is it like called Empty Bowls or something like that? All they do is
Empty
teach
bowls.
about they teach about food insecurity. They don't actually do anything to combat food insecurity. And in West Virginia, which is the
insecurity.
it means people are like they're not sure they're gonna get a meal that day. It's people like who don't have food and stuff like that, right? And
So basically, it's people that just are stuck on lunch programs and stuff.
kind of, yeah. I mean, like, what's it? 26 or 46% of I'm gonna say 26 because 46 sounds too high. But 26% of households in America are food insecure households, and like so that means like they might not get a meal every day. That's literally the qualification for it. Is like in a week, at least one of those days in a week, they might not have enough money to afford food, right? And Empty Bowls, all they did was like teach kids about that. They didn't actually like give people food, you know?
That's kind of stupid. That's
Right,
really
that's
stupid,
what
actually.
I
Kind
said.
of stupid.
I was like, why am I doing this? And the thing is, like, we could like say pick a charity, but she's like, it has to be a charity for people. Like, it can't be an animal charity. And I was like, why the fuck not? Like, and
Red Cross.
Yeah, but like, the Red Cross is one that I would go for, but like, it's too, highbrow for me. Like, I like to go for more local charities and stuff. But like, why can't I do something for like the ASPCA or something like that? Like, what's so fucking wrong with me wanting to help animals?
Should do like code or something.
Yeah, that would work. Are you gonna join me at some point?
I just started broadcasting.
Why wouldn't you be in the game?
Thank you for everybody who watches my streams and YouTube channels. Even though I only have one. Let me take care of some minor sound audio equipment because I can't have these videos having music from another game, or I lose all my shit. Because that's how YouTube is. Hey, YouTube can suck my fucking cock. Game volume 0. There. See that, YouTube? None.
Yeah, YouTube's been a right prick lately.
I know, right? We busted.
Joe, the other guy's stream is ECTU Poggermy. Yeah. My
Yeah.
friend Joe is gonna follow you.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's cool. I'm gonna get your girlfriend to fucking follow my streams too.
You know, I can tell Joe to just not fucking follow you. You know, I could do that. Do you want the fucking follow, or do you want to be a right prick?
I'm just asking. You know, just being nice right now. I'm just asking, you know, is your girlfriend gonna get one up by Joe or no?
I don't know. Hey, is in Poggermy or is an ECTU Poggermy, is ECTU all caps or is it lowercase?
Everything's lowercase, and instead of a space, it's an underscore.
Got it. Because Joe wants me to type it out for him.
Well, if you look at my Snoop Choop.
Yeah, he does not follow you, so. Oh, Joe says it's too late. You've already offended him too much.
I've offended him.
Oh yeah, fuck. I was like, why isn't Kyle rejoining the party? And I remembered he made me switch it to invite only.
Oh yeah. I was like, wow, where's Kyle at?
Yeah, it's taking a fucking long time. Alright, did you already get the bounty?
I did not.
Okay, then we'll go to the tower as soon as Kyle gets in. There he is.
So what are we doing?
We have to go to the tower real quick to get the for Cameron to get the bounty, but then once we do, we're fine. And for you to get anything you want as well, so you can like get something out of the nightfall.
When party? Ryo's invited me to a party.
Tell him no.
To a party.
He's involved me.
Kyle, we're not gonna be doing the raid tonight, are we?
Don't know if we have the people for it.
Yeah.
Why?
I was just wondering.
Erwin, guess what I had to fucking do for fucking Pulkit this weekend?
What's that?
He got fucking pissed drunk Friday night. Drank a fifth of tequila in like 35 minutes.
Damn.
Pulkit, tell him what I had to do.
Oh, have you seen that? Who's that Russian guy?
I don't know. There's a lot of them.
Vladimir Putin.
Yeah, him.
He was the Russian you forgot? There's a lot of Russians in the world, and that's the one you like vacated from your memory. The president of the United States. Like, what the fuck, man?
Later.
But anyway, you were saying something about a joke.
No, you found your dick. You went and put it back in your pants. And every time we tried to get you into no, shut up.
No.
Every time we tried to get him back into
Pulkit
bed.
can say it.
Shut up. Every time we try to get him back into bed, Pulkit kept trying to pull his dick back out. He's like, I gotta pee. I gotta pee. You didn't